Hello, Divine Feminine. We're going to take a look today at your Divine Masculine's energy. What's going on with them? What do they think about you? What do they think about your relationship? What are the blocks that are in your relationship? And just kind of an overall, what the heck is going on? Which is what we always want to know, right? What's going on with our Divine Masculine? Why do they do what they do? It can be very confusing to go through this journey, you guys. It can be frustrating and difficult, and you know, the ups and downs, the oscillations, the obsessive thinking, the is this even real? All the stuff that we go through after we meet our twin flame. For those people that have never gone through this experience, they'll have no idea. They can't even understand or relate to it. The old version of me would never have understood or even considered this journey to be something that would even be conceivable. I would have laughed it off. I mean, if somebody had come to me and talked to me about it, I'm sure I wouldn't have laughed them off. But secretly, I probably would have been like, oh my gosh, what the heck is this person talking about? And, you know, I would have questioned the whole thing, you know. There's just no way you can understand this until you've gone through it. It's a matter of personal experience. And that's what the journey is actually all about, is waking you up to your personal experience, your personal awakening, your remembering of who you are and where you came from. And it's your ascension. And most people are not in a place of going through an awakening or ascension. That's okay. That's where they're at, right? You could kind of be like, you could kind of look at it like a caterpillar versus a butterfly, right? One of the things that my twin said to me was, when I went to him about something, he said this clever little thing where he said, don't worry, caterpillars can't speak butterfly language. Basically, he was saying that I spoke butterfly language, and people that spoke caterpillar language would never understand me. Now, this was, of course, prior to my awakening, but it kind of foreshadowed what I was about to go through. At the time, I thought it was a clever saying, and now I realize that there was actually a profound depth to it when it comes to the awakening process itself. You know, when we're in that caterpillar state, we don't even realize that we're going to become butterflies at some point in time. We don't even realize that, you know, butterflies even exist in the same realm that we do. We might think, you know, we might see them, you know, we might recognize that creature exists, but we don't see it as being something achievable within ourselves. And this journey takes us through the rite of passage to bring us into that place where we recognize the truth of who we are, our abilities, and what this life really is all about. So trusting the journey is key. And this is a real thing. You know, you going through this experience is a real thing. Now, the differing opinions surrounding twin flames may or may not resonate with you, and may or may not be correct to your specific journey. However, what you are going through and this transformation that you are going through is absolutely real and true. And that's where we want to try to help you guys, is to recognize the uniqueness of each person's journey, and that it is theirs and theirs alone to figure out along the way, and cannot be dictated or guided or, you know, predicted by anyone else. There is no guru outside of who you are. You have no master, okay? You are the master. And that's what we want to help you guys with, is that self-empowerment and recognition of the beauty and the gifts and talents that only you can bring into this world. We need you. All right, so this first card is the purpose of your relationship. And we kind of discussed some of that already, but let's see what the cards say. Page of Wands today. So there is some type of new project or you could call it a mission, right? Like you always hear all the time about twin flames and their mission. Well, there's a lot of possible misconceptions out there about what that is. Because again, each person's journey is unique. And I can tell you this, though, you're already on your mission with your twin flame. You can't not be on it, because it's something that you guys do together, even though sometimes there may be parts of separation involved in that. Okay? You're in it together. Exactly how it shows up. The good, the bad, the happy, the sad, the together, the not together. That's just all part of 3D life and experience. And the awakening is your mission for both of you. And so you could look at this card kind of as an indication of that. That's what this journey is about, and a confirmation that you're already on that. It's going to bring about creative ideas, new perspectives, possibilities that you never knew were even like present in this world that you could actually like partake in. It's going to open doors that you didn't even know existed. And that is the literal purpose of this journey and this relationship that you have with your twin flame. It's to open your eyes and open your ears, but not necessarily the mortal eyes and the mortal ears. It's something much, much deeper than the 3D level, the 3D perspective that the rest of the world is engaging in and that you have been engaging in up until this point. It's to go much, much deeper than the seen and deep, deep, deep into the unseen or the unknown. That's the purpose of this relationship with you and your divine masculine. That's awesome. And that I can say is the truth for each and every one of you. But how that manifests is going to be extraordinarily different for each and every one of you. None of your twin flame awakening experiences will be the same. There will be markers along the way that indicate that it is a twin flame journey, but it's purposely tailored to be extraordinarily unique, because that facilitates the process of going within for answers. That's the only place you can find them. You can't find them outside of yourself. Everything outside of yourself is going to point you to a truth that exists within you. Even me. Which is why you have no guru or master above you. You are the guru and the master. You're the hero of your own journey. You are extraordinary. All right, blocks in the relationship. What are the blocks in the relationship? Blocks in the relationship really could be traced back to blocks within the self and your perception of the relationship. And for this, we have Two of Wands in reverse. Things not going according to plan can sometimes derail you or your divine masculine. It can bring about old patterns of thinking. It can validate old patterns of thinking. It can create what seem to be diverging paths or, unfulfilled expectations. And this is where we kind of get into like the things that keep us back from creating the reality that we want. Everything is choices. Everything is consent. We consent to believe in what we decide to believe in, or we can see things from another perspective and change what we believe in. But what we believe in and how we feel about everything is what manifests in our life. And what's happening now is evidence of past or prior, up until the now moment, perspectives and belief systems. And sometimes we can get wrapped up in what's going on in the 3D world. And we're like, see, I told you it wouldn't work out. That's what we say to ourselves. Or I knew that it couldn't happen, or I knew it wouldn't happen, or I knew that was going to happen. And then it does happen. Well, maybe that happened because you believed it happened. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Did it happen because you knew it was going to happen? Or did you know it was going to happen because it was destined to happen? Which one? You are the creator of your reality. And so what can trip you up sometimes is evidence of old things happening in the 3D world right now. We have to look beyond the five senses, and we have to look beyond what the 3D world is showing us in the now moment and focus on the wish fulfilled. However, this can't and should not be applied to your twin flame, because your twin flame is meant to teach you this, which is why when we focus our attention on getting our twin flame, we are focusing on the wrong twin flame. Does that make sense? You're supposed to focus on the one inside of you, which is where you are truly connected anyway, which is the true twin flame, which is you. You're supposed to focus on you and what's going on with you and your journey and your ascension. And if we start trying to apply all the things that we're learning on getting our twin flame is only going to turn around and run harder for us because we're missing the mark. We're missing the point. When you give yourself the love that you are seeking from outside of you, you collapse the duality and the polarity of what's going on outside of you with your twin flame. That's pretty big right there, divine feminine. If you understand what I'm putting down. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Someone used to say that to me. It's a funny thing to say. You picking up what I'm putting down? All right. Any guidance for this relationship? Guidance from source. And for this, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Let go of fear. Easier said than done. But when you recognize that you need nothing because you already have everything, there is no such thing as fear. It's fear in the it's the illusion that creates fear. Fear in the illusion of lack, that you don't have or can't have or don't deserve, or any of the lies that we tell ourselves or that the world tells us. Everything in the seen world only exists because it was first from the unseen world. It was felt, it was focused on, it was looked at and accepted through consent. Ultimate and all possibilities are available to you. Creation is already done. You just have to tune into what it is that you desire and know and have faith that it's there. I know that I have cups in my kitchen right now. I can walk up there and get a drink. I know it already. So when I walk up there, the cup's there and I get a drink and I feel like I've quenched my thirst. But if I didn't believe that cups were in there and I didn't believe that water was available to me, or I didn't even know that it existed, and I didn't know what I needed in order to quench that thirst, I wouldn't even be seeking it. I wouldn't even try. I would tell myself, oh, it's not there. What's the point? And then I would continue to suffer in the belief system that I have bound myself to for what I'm choosing to believe in. We have to open the doors to the realities that we don't even know exist. We have to know what we want in order for us to bring it in. Focused intention. And then a knowing that it already exists within creation, and all you have to do is find the path that takes you there on the dualistic checkerboard of life. Is it this or is it that? Is it this or is it that? Both exist in reality. You just have to choose one and focus on it. Is the glass half empty or is the glass half full? It's neither, or it's both. It's neither because it's both. Both options are always available to you. You can pick one or the other. Have the wisdom to know that all options, all places already exist within time and space. And align yourself to that. How do you do that? The heart. The heart is your center. All right, last question. Probable outcome based upon current 3D circumstances. But remember what I said in all of this. You are bound by nothing, and all possible outcomes exist within creation. So if you change nothing, if your divine masculine changes nothing, mostly if you change nothing, because you are they, you are he, she, you are it, you are the soul, not the body. You are not two, you are one. So if nothing changes, and you continue to consent to what is without the faith of knowing you can bring what you want into this reality, what will the outcome be? All right, for this we have 4 of Cups in reverse. Oh, well, it looks like new outlooks, new directions, and new options are going to happen, which means you get it, Divine Feminine. You get it. You understand. The journey has led you to a place of understanding that you are the creator in the greatest choose your own adventure that the universe could create for you. And you are learning and harnessing that potential of knowing how to align with what it is that you want. And when you know how to do that, you can make it happen in almost an instant. Some things you can make happen in an instant. But you know it will come, and you let go of the how, you let go of the where, you let go of the why, you let go of the who, and you just know. And you focus your intention regardless of what the 3D world is showing you. And then you recognize the wish fulfilled. All right, let's take a look at Abraham Hicks for our oracle card today. I haven't used this oracle deck for a while, but it feels good and appropriate today. Abraham Hicks is a wonderful, wonderful woman to listen to. Lots and lots of wisdom is provided in her talks and online content. I used to listen to Abraham Hicks a lot. I haven't for quite a while now because I have found other mentors. And when I first started listening to Abraham Hicks, though, I could barely understand anything that she was saying. Like I got it. Like I could comprehend what she was saying, but I didn't get it. It seemed extremely complicated, and it just seemed to lead to more questions. But then this journey just kind of did what it does. It took me and laid the foundation. And then about a year later, I went back and listened to Abraham Hicks again. And everything that Abraham Hicks was saying seemed simple and easy to understand because I had the foundational knowledge then at that point. But prior to that, the universe was still delivering that. And so wherever you're at right now, if the question exists within you, then the answers are coming to you. I can promise you that. Okay? All right. I attract the essence of my thoughts. Well, if that isn't fitting for today's reading, I don't know what is. I mean, that's what we've been talking about. What we consent to in our thoughts. We get all kinds of thoughts. We don't have to believe them, but we oftentimes do. But maybe we shouldn't always believe our thoughts. We are the choosers of whether we do or don't believe in them, right? We are the witness to the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. We are the witness. We are the observer. We are the soul. And how do we know whether we believe in something or not? Through the feeling that we have, which is what is interpreted by the field outside of us, which brings our reality to us. So we have to hone into what we do and don't believe in, because the feeling is the secret, as Neville Goddard says. It's a good book. You should listen to it. It's free on YouTube. The law of attraction and its magnetic power reaches out into the universe and attracts other thoughts that are vibrationally like it, and brings that to you. And so you are getting the essence of what you're thinking about, whether it is something you want or something you do not want. So stand as the guardian at the gate of your own mind and choose what you do and don't allow your thoughts to do. If you catch yourself thinking about things you don't want, redirect yourself. Say no to it. No, thank you. That's not what I want. Even if you don't know what you want, you do. Sometimes you can know what you don't want before you know what you do want. And sometimes in order to know what you do want, you have to know what you don't want. So that's okay. But if you recognize it's got a yucky, icky feeling, no, thank you. We're not doing that today, mind. And then redirect. And if it goes right back to it 10 minutes later, catch it again. No, thank you. We're not doing that. And eventually you will create new patterns of thought. And those ones will stop coming to you, and they will start being part of your creative palette. And you'll paint a different picture. Hope this helps you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you would, please like and subscribe. We would love the opportunity to work with you. If you're interested, go to our description box below for personal tarot readings, one-on-ones, and group call memberships. They are wonderful. We talk about all this stuff. There's so much to learn, and you'll have a wonderful community of thinkers, seekers, investigators, and we would love to have you join. So check us out in the description box below, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Love you guys.